My name is norik, and I'm a peak performance coach. I just run my seminar and I came down to see seminar run by braulio estima and the world and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's I thought he for all the boys just enjoying his seminar and just working with him. It's a pleasure to be here and be able to interview braulio. And just the first question: when did you start? Your sport? How old were you?
Yeah, when I started doing I was 16 years old. I was I always liked to do judo. I always follow judo up in back in the gym. I did like for a year when I was 9 years old, and then my instructor had an accident and it was a fatality. Unfortunately, I had to stop it, and I'm doing like football and like volleyball, all the kind of sport. I've always been into sports all the time. I'm a person myself. I liked the challenge, but like came to the cross line in the 16 years old. I was doing like a football for 4 years, and just came to the cross line. I said, I really want to do a bit frustrations, to be honest, on the football.
It wasn't your passion.
Yeah, and it was. I always give what I've got and everything. So sometimes I was punished by the team losing because one or two other players wasn't giving as much as they should. So you give your heart, the guy doesn't want to play, and then doesn't anyway lose.
So the whole team gets a consequence.
Exactly. And then I start feeling, oh man, this is kind of frustrating. Plus in Brazil there's a lot of clicking thing. I saw a lot of guys that was worse than me going up to the next level. I saw a lot of guys that was better than me not going there. And I said, man, the guy is better than me, he's not going because they don't have a connection. I have no connection. My dad's not into connection with sport. How they're gonna do it? So you know what? I'm gonna do something that's individual. Because if I do it, well, if I lose, I blame myself. And if I win, I praise myself. So it's about myself.
Do you believe that the only person for your failure that doesn't work? Honestly, in your sport, like my sport, like wrestling, my sport, and your Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, there's a certain things, like a fear, like an injury, losing a fight. It doesn't work something if you don't like the move or something like that. Bring the fear after your life. Believe something like practice instead of just giving up. You will do extra step to your like outcome. You're a winner.
No, for sure. I think it's all about focus and then the state of mind. How much you are willing to do. It's all about the will. A lot of people says like if you ask a question, a room of 100 people and say, how many of you guys would like to be successful in life? I see that everyone wants to be successful. But if you ask how many of you will be successful, and it's actually people, I don't know. If you're willing to grow, it doesn't matter what you do. If you give your effort and your time, you will achieve it.
Myself, I found it that's what I used to do as well. I was like, yeah, I want to achieve success, I want to be successful. But I was forgetting that I didn't take an action. I didn't do that move to get that success. See, you took an action. You said, I don't like this situation. I want to do something where I'm going to be good. You will be good. You believe yourself. You focused. You didn't focus on how you're going to get there. You focused on the result.
Yeah, in the life, in the that's the direction I'm going to do, and I'm going to try to do it. I have to make myself as good as I can be, and then whatever chance comes in the middle, I'll take it. And then, for example, injuries. Speak about injuries. I had like my first big injury was my shoulder, and I do a surgery on my shoulder, and that was like 3 months before my world championships. I did the surgery, and I won the championship. I had the second major injury was on my knee. I spent about like 6 months out because of the injury, tried to recover by the injury itself. Didn't recover, had to do surgery. I did a surgery, I ended up, and then I could only touch my foot on the floor 2 months after. So January, March, I could touch my foot on the floor. So therefore, the legs completely shrunk. And I had all the physiotherapy to come back up to where I was. Then I had like 1 month for the World Championships, which was in June, first weekend of June. You can make the calculation. It's the last weekend of June, but January I did my surgery. The first weekend of June was the World Championship. Before the surgery, I already put in my mind that I'm going to fight. I put in my mind that I'm going to fight. I'm going to do the surgery. I'm going to recover, work everything else that I can to make myself fit, and I'm going to fight the world. I went, fought the world, could even touch my heels on my birthday because I was in phase of physiotherapy. I didn't win, but I got second. I went to the final of the World Championships, which is a major, probably one of my biggest achievements in terms of like challenges, because I had to fight through a big injury, a big recovery time, and then I didn't have enough time to get leadership. I didn't have time to get enough preparations physically. That's when I got it. I went up to 8 minutes in the fight, and I did gas. But I did think, and I did 8, and I went to 8. And that was my biggest challenge.
Do you take that second place as a failure?
If you're thinking about of like as I have been the world champion and go and you lost, you can take like this. If you see on the outside, you see it is like because you lost. But if I think towards what I passed through and when I think back what I have done, I think it's a very big achievement.
Do you see like what I did myself? I got every day, I did that after my trainings, after my day of after my competition. I analyzed. If I got second, I analyzed on the competition. I had 4 fights, and then won this, lost this. Okay, had 4 or 5 fights, and lost the first one. What did I do? What did I do wrong? What did I do right? And do you believe in something? To see yourself already, you guys know of what you want, to walk back. However, that to be like action steps. I was doing a seminar today, and I said to you guys, I was talking to you guys, and I said I used my VHO. It's a 5 human senses. Smell, see, touch, hear, feel your emotion. I asked them to write down that how they feel, what they see, what they hear, what they smell, what they taste, right present time they went on competition. It was incredible. It's like if you see yourself winning, do you believe in something like that? It's mental.
Yeah, of course. A lot of people, it's all about state of mind. I see a lot of fights. For example, I see a lot of fighters when they go to compete, they thinking about, what if this happens? If he does that to me, what do I do? Or be afraid, of losing. Like, oh man, I cannot lose to this guy. What if I lose to this guy? You cannot think this way. The way that I go to the mind, doesn't matter who I fight. I just think about what's the best way that I'm going to use to beat you. That's my state of mind. It's like, how do I gonna beat him? Which way? I'm gonna be with A, B, or C strategy? Which strategy I'm gonna use to beat him? But I never think about